Big news came in 3 minutes ago from David Ornstein. Arsenal have reached an agreement with Max Dowman to sign scholarship terms, with pro deal expected to follow when he turns 17, which is December the 31st, 2026. 15-year-old could have moved anywhere and for more money, but only wanted Arsenal, and terms in process of being finalised. Everyone, I know we're talking about a 15-year-old here, but this is a massive, massive piece of news. Max Dowman is one of the most exciting young talents I've ever seen, not just at Arsenal, but that I can really remember. And I know that there have been lots over the years, and many don't kick on. But I've never seen a 15-year-old look this comfortable at senior level. He's already made appearances against Leeds, came on at Anfield even, and obviously played some Carabao Cup football, playing a lovely ball over the top to Gyökeres, even won us the penalty for Gyökeres' goal in Arsenal's fifth against Leeds. And in pre-season, he looked devastating, didn't he? He was tearing apart Newcastle, and any time he got on the ball, he looked impressive. Max Dowman is a terrific, terrific talent. And the minute he got those opportunities in the Arsenal first team, especially with the minutes he's been playing for England, under 17s and under 19s, whatever it might be, the minute that happened, there was going to be major, major interest in the player. And to be honest, there has been anyway, because everyone has known for a while that this is someone that everyone's talking about and getting really, really excited about. So when you've got that situation, these players aren't tied to deals that are really in favour of the clubs. The reality is that there is an ability for a youngster to pick and choose kind of where they want to go, as long as the interest is there. And when there's more money being thrown around, he could easily kind of be tempted by that. But as David Ornstein has said, he could have moved anywhere and for more money, but he only wanted Arsenal. Let's really just touch on what that means. He could have moved anywhere. I reckon the likes of Barcelona, Chelsea, Man City were all knocking on the door for him. And for more money. I mean, I think I saw some of these on 350 quid a week. He's a 15-year-old. I mean, that's not that much money. But he's 15. He's 15. And the crucial thing here is that the pro deal is expected to follow when he turns 17. So in just over a year, he'll be signing his first pro contract, and it'll be with Arsenal. That's really important. Of course, he can't sign one yet. That's why Arsenal are having to make it as worth it as possible to him and selling the project and the vision for now, because the pro deal won't come until December 2026. So he's actually, wow, New Year's Eve. He must have a great New Year's Eve, bless him. So this is huge news. An extremely talented player. What do we know of him? Can play on the right, can play in central spaces, can probably play in the 10, can probably false 9, can probably drop into midfield 3. He moves on the ball and dribbles in a way that I think comes around very, very rarely in the game. A lot of players can carry, a lot of players can dribble and drop a shoulder. A lot of players can show trickery, can show power even. This is someone who doesn't look like, look, I'm not saying he's not quick, he's clearly quick, but it doesn't look like he's got kind of blistering kind of, 9 out of 10 pace, or what would he be rated on FIFA? I don't know, on Football Manager, it'd be 19 out of 20. Sorry if you can hear an alarm in the background, by the way. A siren even. I think police have flown past, I know. I don't think he's got that kind of blistering high ratings pace, right? When I watched him playing for Arsenal, I didn't see him throw a load of step overs and sort of chopping and changing constantly. What I saw was a player who, when he got the ball at his feet, every particular touch and the way he kind of took the ball in his stride and the way he was able to glide and guile away with the ball just so effortlessly. It was a way of dribbling that you see so rarely. It doesn't come around that often. And I was watching him thinking, oh my word, this guy's doing this to senior pros and looking absolutely sensational for Arsenal. He is a player who can play in so many positions that I'm excited to see what Arsenal look like in 3 years' time. I mean, I know that he's already contributing a little bit now, which means in a year's time, surely even more, which means in 2 years' time, I mean, look at Lamine Yamal. He's kind of set the standard for how young you can be to have an impact. But I look at Dowman and I think, okay, fine, not 3 years, let's make it 2 years. What do Arsenal look like in 2 years' time? With the plethora of options we've got, with the likes of Madueke, Waneri and Dowman can all play in similar spaces to Bukayo Saka, who I think is our best player. But I'm so excited to see how all these players evolve, because if Dowman reaches his potential, he's in that team. I don't know where. 10? Left 8, right 8, false 9? Well, I don't know. But he will be in that team. But Ethan Nwaneri needs to be in that team too, along with Miles Lewis-Skelly, because these players are developing and have a talent level I haven't seen for Arsenal youngsters in a long, long time. And when I look at some of the best youngsters I've seen, Jack Wilshere, Cesc Fabregas. I thought Bellerin when he came through, but he never quite had that technical quality, just had amazing pace. I do think he struggled technically once he got that injury, but I wouldn't have him up there. I'm just trying to think of others. Like, how many have really come through? I mean, Bukayo Saka, right? Emil Smith-Rowe. I mean, Saka is sensational. These three players are better than Emil Smith-Rowe and having a bigger impact for me than I saw on Emil Smith-Rowe when he came through. But my point is, I don't actually think it's that often that your academy spawns players of serious first-team talent, not when you're looking to challenge for titles. But I don't think Arsenal have done it even in the times that they were just looking to get back into the top 4. I think there was a little bit of a dry run for the club. So credit to Per Mertesacker for whatever work he's done to help these players get to that level. Because the talent will be there in so many of them. Sometimes it'll be application, attitude, good coaching, ideas, good people around you that makes the difference. Max clearly has all those things. But interestingly, Arsenal have also clearly tidied things up, you know, behind the scenes, because now you get Lewis-Skelly, Nwaneri and Dowman all in the space of, 15 months, and people are going, okay, wow. I mean, who saw this, who saw this coming? And those who watch the academy will have. They would have said, well, actually, yeah, we kind of knew these boys were special. But certainly a few years ago, I wasn't sat there sort of feeling particularly encouraged by the idea of the academy stepping in to help us fill gaps in the squad. I felt it was all going to have to be addressed in the market. But now you've got a left-back / central midfielder, you've got a 10 / right winger, you've got a right winger / false 9 / 10, all coming through. And they're all players that I sit there going, they will be a part of this Arsenal team in 3 years' time. They'll all be starting. How does that look? And I say 3 years. It could be 2. It could be 1. So it's going to be really, really interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, people. I want to know what you make of this Max Dowman news. Just to repeat it, he's reached an agreement with Arsenal to sign on scholarship terms, with the pro deal expected to follow when he turns 17 on December 31st, 2026. 15-year-old could have moved anywhere and for more money, but only wanted Arsenal, and terms in process of being finalised. Well done, Arsenal, not just for helping the player and developing him, but for being able to keep hold of one of the most exciting talents in the club. Congratulations to Max Dowman. Bigger and better things to come for him, which is great. And, and I'm delighted, not just for him, but for me, for Arsenal fans, that we are going to see more of him in the red and white, which is great to see. Interested to see how many more games he plays this season, because he's looked so bright, but he's actually been kind of away from the first team recently as players have got more fit, and we've still got Madueke, Jesus, Havertz, Ødegaard all to return. So let's see. He'll get his minutes here and there, though, there's no question. All right, big thanks everyone. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who sent me lovely, kind words about Talk Sport. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the birthday messages, which I touched on, I think, in the last video, and for 20,000 subscribers here on Goonerverse News. I can't believe I've got a second channel that has 20k subs. I'm very, very grateful. So a big thank you to all who continue to support and tune in. All right, we'll leave it there. Many thanks. Catch you in a bit.